Welcome to the Daily Stoic, a place that brings you inner peace, unlocking your hidden strength, and enhancing your self-worth every day. Life moves according to its own rhythm, indifferent to our desires or emotions. There are days of peace, but there are also moments when we are swept into the whirlwind of loss, disappointment, and unforeseen events. No matter how much we worry, rage, or fear, the world continues forward, never pausing to comfort or yield to anyone. In such an unpredictable reality, what truly belongs to us? What can we hold on to? And what must we learn to let go of? Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, pointed out that only our thoughts, choices, and actions are within our control. Everything else, from our bodies, possessions, and reputation to our family and society, operates according to its own laws, beyond our grasp. Understanding this is not about becoming indifferent to the world, but about directing our energy toward what truly matters: self-mastery, reason, and virtue. This article will guide you through the philosophy of the circle of control, a principle that has helped Stoics remain steadfast amidst the chaos of life. When we clearly distinguish between what we can and cannot control, we learn to release unnecessary burdens and, in doing so, discover true inner peace. Make sure that this valuable wisdom spreads to more people through your insight. Each time you hit the subscribe button, like, or comment, you contribute even more value to our community. Now, let's embark on this journey together. Understanding the circle of control. What belongs to us, we can master. What lies beyond us, we cannot control. This is a fundamental truth that Stoics have always held close. When we fully grasp the concept of the circle of control, we cease to waste energy on things beyond our power, fame, wealth, or even our own bodies. However, mere understanding is not enough. Knowledge without application is nothing more than a burden. What matters most is the discipline to direct our full attention toward the only thing we truly command, our inner world. It is within this realm that reason and virtue shape our lives. And that is the only path to genuine freedom. The inner world is where we hold true power. The circle of control is not an abstract idea or a poetic sentiment, it is a living truth that Epictetus conveyed with absolute sincerity. The meaning is clear: only our decisions, our choices, rooted in reason and virtue, are fully within our grasp. Everything external, from our bodies and possessions to our relationships and even our country, may hold significance in our lives, yet they remain outside our sphere of control. Imagine yourself standing before the vast ocean. The waves crash, the storms rage, yet the sea remains indifferent, unmoved by your fears and desires. Likewise, the circumstances of life move according to their own natural laws, neither acknowledging nor sympathizing with our emotions. Once we accept this reality, we begin to let go of unnecessary anxieties and focus on cultivating inner strength, the only domain where true control exists. The great Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, lived by this principle and proved that only by embracing it can one attain true freedom. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius left behind countless reflections, reminding himself time and again that no matter how external conditions shift, he alone holds the power to determine how he thinks, feels, and acts. Focusing on the inner world, the power of reason and virtue. He who masters the inner world, masters life. We often cling to external things, wealth, status, relationships, as if they were the true source of happiness and human worth. However, according to Stoic philosophy, our real value lies in our ability to control our thoughts and actions. Only the inner world truly belongs to us, everything else is merely subject to 'When you shift your focus toward developing your inner self, You will realize that the ability to choose rational and virtuous actions is the key to overcoming any hardship. Consider the story of Epictetus, a man born into slavery who later became one of the greatest philosophers. His circumstances were cruel and unjust. Yet his mastery over his mind allowed him to rise above them, inspiring countless others. He taught that in moments of struggle, the most important factor is not the external situation, but our response to it. Ask yourself, can I control how I think when faced with failure or criticism? If the answer is yes, then you are already walking the path of the Stoic. Focusing on the inner world not only grants you mental tranquility but also opens the door to true inner freedom, where every decision is made with reason and virtue, rather than impulsive emotions or reactive instincts. Liberating yourself from the cycle of anxiety. Let go of burdens beyond your control, the path to inner peace. Have you ever felt consumed by worries about things beyond your control? Concerns about health, finances, relationships, or even the future of your country, these anxieties can weigh heavily on your mind, creating stress and unease. However, as Epictetus taught, the only things that truly belong to you are your rational choices and ethical actions. Everything else, no matter how much they seem to impact your life, are external factors, things you cannot command. When we attempt to control what is beyond our reach, we inevitably trap ourselves in a cycle of anxiety and disappointment. Consider how some people panic when the stock market crashes, when economic uncertainty looms, or when unexpected events disrupt their plans. These emotional reactions do not change the situation. They only lead to a loss of control and mental exhaustion. However, once we understand that the only thing we can govern is our response, these worries become meaningless. The Stoics taught that we must release the burdens imposed by external circumstances, instead of being consumed by what we cannot influence. We should focus entirely on what is within our command, our thoughts, decisions, and actions. By doing so, we free ourselves from unnecessary worries and distractions. As Marcus Aurelius reminded us, nothing belongs to you except your own mind and actions. This is the key to breaking free from the cycle of anxiety, opening the path to inner peace and true freedom. Applying the circle of control in daily life. Living with self-mastery. Turning every challenge into an opportunity for growth. The principles of Stoic philosophy are not just for ancient philosophers or emperors. They are practical tools that can be applied in everyday life. Whether at work, in family matters, or in social interactions. You will realize that the only thing you truly have control over is how you respond to events. Imagine yourself in a tense meeting at work. Your ideas are dismissed, and a colleague makes an unnecessary critical remark. Instead of allowing anger or frustration to take over, you pause, listen, and ask yourself, does this truly define my worth? When you recognize that these words are merely opinions and not objective truths, you can let go of negative emotions and focus on finding a rational and effective solution. A manager once shared that during the most challenging period of his career, he learned not to let criticism shake his mindset. Instead of reacting emotionally, he chose to focus on self-improvement and making decisions based on reason. As a result, he not only maintained his credibility but also inspired his colleagues to navigate difficulties with resilience. Applying the circle of control in life does not mean becoming indifferent. On the contrary, it allows you to distinguish between what you can change and what you must let go of. When you learn to direct your energy toward internal factors, your choices and actions, you will discover a sense of peace and strength that empowers you to face any challenge. Timeless lessons of inspiration from the past. Great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus endured hardships, trials, and profound challenges. Yet it was their mastery over their inner world that allowed them to stand firm amidst life's storms. They understood that no matter how chaotic external circumstances became, only the inner self could preserve true peace and happiness. Marcus Aurelius, despite being the emperor of a vast empire, recorded his reflections in Meditations as a reminder that nothing truly belongs to us except our thoughts and actions. He endured relentless wars and political turmoil, yet through Stoic philosophy, he maintained a clear and rational mind, never allowing circumstances to shake his faith in himself. Seneca, who experienced personal tragedies and political downfall, once said, "Wisdom does not come from avoiding hardship, but from the ability to face and overcome it." Through his own failures and darkest moments, he realized that only by mastering his emotions could he rise above difficulties and grow stronger. Epictetus, a man born into slavery who later became one of the greatest philosophers of all time, taught, "You are not harmed by events, but by your perception of them." His words serve as a reminder that while we may not control external circumstances, we always have the power to govern how we interpret and respond to them. Their stories remain an inexhaustible source of inspiration, proving that self-mastery is the key to true happiness and freedom. They demonstrated that by taking full control of our thoughts and actions, we can transform every challenge into an opportunity for growth and strength. Keys to building inner strength: self-reflection, meditation, and forgiveness. To integrate Stoic philosophy into your daily life, you need concrete tools to strengthen and reinforce your circle of control. Below are some practical methods, tested through the experiences of both ancient Stoics and modern practitioners. 1. Self-reflection and introspection. Whenever strong emotions arise, whether anger, sadness, or disappointment, pause and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Does this event truly hold negative meaning, or is my mind simply reacting out of self-preservation? Self-inquiry helps you distinguish between genuine emotions and fleeting negative thoughts driven by unrealistic expectations. As Epictetus once taught, you are not harmed by events, but by your interpretation of them. By practicing this, you learn to process emotions objectively and with wisdom. 2. Meditation, finding stillness amidst chaos. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes a day for meditation. Sit still, focus on your breath, and listen to the quiet voice within. Through meditation, you will begin to see that thoughts and emotions are like passing clouds. They come and go, and there is no need to cling to them or overreact. Marcus Aurelius used meditative reflection as a way to calm his mind amidst the storms of the empire. With consistent practice, you will develop self-mastery and inner peace, regardless of external disruptions. 3. Emotional journaling, a journey of self-discovery. Writing a journal allows you to record your emotions, thoughts, and daily experiences. Note the moments when you feel stressed or unsettled, then analyze the cause. Through this process of self-reflection, you will begin to recognize negative thought patterns and gradually learn how to reframe them. Journaling also serves as a roadmap of your inner growth, helping you track your progress and reinforce your self-control over time. 4. Learning to forgive and let go. Forgiveness is not just about releasing others, it is an act of self-compassion. When you let go of resentment and past wounds, you free yourself from unnecessary burdens and find inner liberation. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Forgiveness does not diminish the weight of pain. It opens the door to freedom." Learn to forgive others and, most importantly, yourself. Only by doing so can you fully master your emotions and cultivate true inner peace. These methods are not just tools for dealing with negative emotions, they are the keys to building a resilient spirit, preparing you to face life's challenges with wisdom and strength. Live proactively, master your mind, and turn the external inward. Conquer each day. Your inner power defines the value of your life. At the core of freedom and happiness lies the circle of control. Everything external, your body, possessions, relationships, are merely objective events beyond your command. The only things that truly belong to you are your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When you understand and apply Stoic philosophy, you will no longer be consumed by what is beyond your control. Instead, you will focus on what you can change, your inner world. No matter how turbulent the external storm may be, you will remain grounded in peace, clarity, and inner strength. Start today. Practice self-reflection, meditation, journaling, and forgiveness. Learn from the great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, who demonstrated that inner self-mastery is the key to overcoming adversity and transforming failures into valuable lessons. In this journey of life, you alone decide your worth. The world does not care about your emotions, but you have the power to govern them. By embracing Stoic philosophy, you will turn every challenge into an opportunity for growth, leading a proactive, free, and meaningful life. With the strength of the circle of control, always remember: no matter how unpredictable the external world may be, true power is always in your hands, in how you think, choose, and act every single day. And through this mastery, you will discover the path to inner freedom, becoming the leader of your own life rather than a person adrift in the currents of fate. I'd love to hear about your journey. If you don't know what to say, just type "living with self-mastery" to show you made it to the end. Your engagement fuels our community, helping us grow in wisdom, understanding, and, above all, the ability to turn every challenge into an opportunity. Hope to see you in next video. Thank you very much.